La 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 la. Repeat, sorry.
We are online, both you and us. So Mr. Lawrence knows.
Yo! Okay, we're live, I think. Oi, how's it going, everyone? We're here on the screen. I've got, well, that's the like event page for the competition here in Greece for the 2023 IQ Foil European Championships. First day, it's a Tuesday. The forecast for today was looking like it was going to be light and then building throughout the day. But actually, I mean, hopefully we're going to get a little shot on what's on the course in a sec. But it's actually kind of windy. I mean, I'm looking out and it's looking like there's 20 knots out there. There's little white caps everywhere, and it's looking lovely. It is really looking lovely. Let's hope if we can get some shots out on the course. If the people who are watching, hello everyone. If you could let me know like the balance of like the music to my voice, like if that's all right at the minute. I mean, it's looking like it. Not too sure what that was. But yeah. Anyway, here in Greece, 6th to 14th of May 2023, we're going to have the IQ4 European Championships. Kind of, is it early in the year usually? I'm not too sure, but yeah, we've had a few events on the IQ calendar already. We've had I've had a few on 2023. So to start it off, we did have the Lanzarote IQ4 International Games. That was in Lanzarote. That was in Lanzarote, which is where a lot of all the races, a lot of all the teams train over winter, so it was cool to have a... Oh! Look at that! We're on the screen! We're having some beautiful little action on the water. Okay. So, what we're going to be concentrating on today is course... well, we're going to be concentrating on the girls here. Girls at the minute, the women's fleet. We've got two fleets. We're going to be running, as it's windy, we're going to be running course racing because yeah, it's looking pretty lovely, pretty windy indeed. Yeah. Yeah, we're on course area A, which is on the women's course at the minute. We're looking here. This is the committee boat. We can see it on the right of our screen, and we've got all the riders here, all the women getting ready for their starts. We're going to have two fleets because overall there's 89 women in this European Championships. It's a very, very big fleet for the women at the minute. So we're going to be having two groups because 89 all on one course, that would be very fruity indeed. Gonna have two fleets, yellow group and blue group. Blue group's gonna have 44 people, and the yellow group's gonna have 45 to make up that 89 of the whole fleet. The groups are based on to try and make them as fair as possible, based on the world ranking. What the world sailing world rankings at the minute. So it's like, as there's two fleets, it's going to be like halved. So like first place goes in one group, second place goes in the other, third in the first place, the group that's first placed in, and so on. Try and make them as fair as possible. Is it all okay? Okay. What's going on? Yeah, no, it's lovely. It's lovely. A lot of the riders have actually been here quite a bit already. They've been training fair few, maybe even a couple weeks kind of thing, because this is a very, very important competition for the riders out there. 2023 season is the season before the Olympic Games, so we're getting closer and closer to that Olympic Games. So every competition gets more pressure, more important, more crucial to getting that spot. Because at the end of the day, I think majority, probably absolutely everyone on this course at the minute in this competition are trying to get that place in the Olympic Games. But as we know, there's only one person per country, so the spots are very, very scarce, and they are very, very wanted. Large indeed, and we're racing there. There's to the right of our screens. There's actually a pretty lovely bridge. I mean, that's the thing incorporated into the banner for the competition. The like a bridge it's a pretty funky bridge actually. The old double suspension bridge. It's a bit of certainly a feat of engineering. No, it's lovely. But yeah, on our screens at the minute we can see the riders getting ready, all waiting around that committee boat, waiting for something to happen. I'm not too sure what's going on in the course at the minute. I mean, you can see it's maybe a little gusty. It's very fruity wind out there. Frozen. Yeah, and you can see all the boats obviously helping them out. All the coaches. We have coaches meeting this morning with all the coaches, and then all the race crew, all the people involved, and a fair few questions going around. Everyone hoping to do their absolute best out on the water. But yeah, first day of the 2023, no, 2023 IQ Foil European Championships. Got a fair few countries. I mean, on our screen, well, just saw. There's a lot of. We had the opening ceremony, I think, 2 days ago, and there we had all the countries holding their flags, going down the aisle. We had a pretty awesome setup actually. It was at this like old castle type thing, like not castle / ruins. It was like. But anyway, it was a pretty lovely place, a very nice setting with all lights, all seats, and all staged with all the important people talking, which was pretty cool actually. And then we had all the people sitting down, obviously, and then the countries in alphabetical order coming down the aisle with all their teams. Said a little bit in their language, and off they popped over to their seats. But yeah, no, that was pretty cool. But yeah, fair few teams. There was a lot of countries here. I think. Let me just check. I think it was 30 something countries here. A lot of countries. Some obviously some bigger teams, some not so bigger teams. 33 nations here. 33. So it is a lot of nations here, but also people outside of Europe as well. Because obviously a lot of Europe is European Championships is one of the big events, one of the very busiest. A lot of people do attend the European Championships, and at a very high level, almost as high level as the World Championships, especially at this one because there's a lot of countries outside of Europe competing here. Like we saw in the opening ceremony, China was probably one of the biggest teams here. They've got a lot of people. I'd say probably about 20, probably over 20. I'd say a load all in their kit, which is pretty cool. Some of the other big nations, France, they certainly had a very big team as well. Great Britain, that was a big team as well. Some of the main countries, yeah. Some of the smaller countries were here. There's a few people from Lithuania here. I think there was 3 of them. Also on the screen there, got Cyprus as well. I think there's him and one other dude from some from Cyprus. What's some of the other countries? Yeah, some Japanese. I think was there 1 or 2 Japanese? I can't quite remember. Yeah, so a lot of countries outside of Europe also competing. A few from Brazil as well. We can see on our screens there is that I think we had 3 from Brazil. On the screen that could be Giovanna Prana or Bruna Martellini on that Brazil flag there. Yeah, it looks like they're all bunching up near that committee boat now. Looks like they could be going into sequence. Oh, okay, no. Do you see through those sails? Do you see that pink flag? Do you know what that means? Oh, they're in sequence. So, not long until the first start of up on course area B for the women here in 2023 IQ Foil European Championships. We're in Patras in Greece. About 2.5 hour drive from Athens. Proper sweet place actually. I mean, it's not the sunniest today actually. Not quite the sunniest, but it's mega warm. I mean, I'm from England and I'm still in t-shirt and shorts and I'm loving it. It's still very warm, even though it might not look too warm. But I mean, it's also wind. There is a little bit of wind chill as well from the wind. As it is you can see it is very windy. We're looking at last time I checked, it was around 20 knots on the course. Little update from the race crew. Yeah, about 20 knots on the course. Oh, okay, black flag is up. That means we are very close to the start. very close indeed. It's first start of the European Championships for the women. This first first fleet going out. They are in 2 fleets as there are 89 women out on the course. Out on course area B this time, which is the course slightly closer to the bridge. Is it? All good? Yeah, okay. All sweet, all sweet. Okay, I think we could be into the last minute right here. You see that black flag is no longer on this boat. A lot of the riders bunching up here. We've got lots and lots of here. In this fleet, we have 45 women racing out in this fleet. First race for them in this first day. The European Championships here in Greece. 2023 edition. Okay, look at them. Oh, okay. We are getting very close now, actually. You can see they're all slightly powering up, slightly getting onto the foil. Powering up. God, it's just a sea of red, isn't it? Sea of red. But we're getting extremely close now. Extremely close to this first start. But we'll see very soon when they fully power. Oh, it's a bit jumpy though, isn't it? It's not the most ideal. We've even got some people from the US. Oh, okay. Off we pop. Off we pop. Good blimey. You see it, sea of red, and then they just all absolutely bang off. We're seeing a lot going off on port, actually, which is very interesting. Oh, is that a little humdinger going on? Yeah, no, we saw a lot going off on port, actually, which means, obviously, there's some reason to go off on port. Maybe there's a bias. Maybe there's yeah, look at this. Almost half the whole fleet is going off on port here. Will we see who will come out on top? Which will the right way of the course be? Going off onto that right side, which the people at the bottom of the screen now are doing, going off on port, or the people to the left going up the screen, which is up on starboard. Basically, port and starboard, if you're not too sure. If you're windsurfing along, your right hand, if your right hand is forward, you're on starboard. If your left hand is forward and you're holding onto the boom, you're on port. That's how I remember it. And then you just get accustomed to it. Starboard always has right of way. So if you're on starboard and there's someone on port with that going the other way, basically on port, and you're like going to hit each other, well, you're on a line to hit each other. The person on starboard with their right hand forward, they can just keep going. They need to keep straight. And then the person on port has to get out the way. This is why going off port could be a bit of it's not dodge, but it could be a little sketchy, because you have to really keep out the way the whole time. You have to make sure you are in clean breeze and not crashing into the people on starboard. But it looks like people on port have got away cleanly. We're following 2 people here. Can't quite but French Bron, and then okay, and look, there we are. There's that land on this where we are at the minute, where I am. I'm not too sure. Okay, German putting in a tack there. Not quite sure who it could be, but we're in the yellow group at the minute. This German lady putting in a tack. Where will this be the right way to tack? Because there's a lot of current here, even. A lot of them now putting in that tack. But we see here a port and starboard here. Look at that! Ooh, funky. You see that the German, the Spanish there. She no, the German there. She was actually on port, so that could have been a bit of funky business. But she had the bravery to really cross that. That is why this port and starboard is a very, very crucial thing at the minute. Because especially at the speeds they're going, they're upwind, they're doing about 17, 18 knots, which is super, super fast. I mean, if you think about it, that you've got to be mega careful, otherwise that could end in not the nicest situation. But these small gains is where these small gains is where like you come on top on the race. Yeah, look at them now. The people who went off on port have now mostly tacked away off on starboard to go up to this upwind mark. Okay, there we are. Look at that. Oh, not quite, but you saw the little bridge there. It's a very, very impressive bridge, actually. But they're cranking up onto this upwind. The port. Okay, and we see here another port dude coming. Port dudess coming off on port. But you see here, they're actually quite bunched out. Who will make that ley line? Who's on that ley line actually? Getting up onto this upwind mark. Okay, a lot of them coming out now, cupping on top. But it looks as if that port group, the front of that port group, who went off on port at that start, could be out on top. Oh, that was very close to a very full plane foiling tag. We'll talk a little bit about that later. Okay, and now we have the second group. The blue group of the women have now set off onto their race. Their first race of the 2023 European IQ Foil Championships here in Greece, in Patras. Cranking along. The course they are doing at the minute is an inner loop and an outer loop. So if you're not too sure, about this, it's basically an upwind, a reach, a downwind, then back upwind, and then downwind and short reach. But the inner loop and outer loop can allow for both like two fleets to race at the same time, so it makes it go really quick and we get a lot of action at the same time, which is really, really cool. And if being on the same course, they won't actually interfere with each other, which is one of the really awesome things about this course. Cranking. But it looks, as well, this group here have gone off on port. We can see it's super windy though, actually. Give me one sec. It's quite the only thing is quite jumpy, isn't it? That's the only thing. But you see, it's it is very, very much cranking out there. I can't lie, 20 knots something, at least. I mean, you can see how white it is out there. You know, when it gets windier. Well, visually we can see when it gets windier. When the water goes slightly dark, when there's whites, there's like small waves almost that skip across. That shows that it's mega windy. Oh, these guys are cranking around down this reach. I'm not too sure where in the fleet these guys are positioning, but it's you see two British here, French behind them, and a Norwegian in front. Who could that Norwegian be? This girls' fleet. Could it be two Opdale, or could it be a sister? Hello Opdale, or could it even be Maya from Norway? There's three girls from Norway here. Okay. Oh, could that be? Oh, maybe I can hear. It's going too far. Okay, I think this is the. This is this upwind mark. No, the reaching mark. But that was the first. That was the first group heading down. It looked as if definitely Norwegian was leading that. I'm not too sure who it could be. Maybe Hella Opdal. Could be. She's been doing really well at the minute. And then it was followed by a couple British even. But yeah, they're all going through now. I think it's quite jumpy, so I can't quite see who it. I can't really make out who it is, but a lot of them. Oh, that 6 or 7. Do you know who that is? It's Jenny Roberts from Britain. But a lot of them are coming through this. This is their second mark basically. They've done an upwind and they're coming down this reach. And this boy here marks the end of the reach. And from this, they're gonna zoom down all the way downwind. Super fast on this downwind. Reaching. They're probably pushing. They're probably close to 30 knots here. Definitely the high 20s going on reaching downwind. They're doing super mega fast as well. But we can see here they are cranking. It's super windy though. They are they backstrap? I think if they're backstrap, usually when it's mega windy and they have to let off the power a little bit, they take their back foot out of the backstrap. Just gives them a bit more Okay, it was Hella Opdal going into that Mark II, as I said, in first place. Second place, it was Marta Marghetti. Who was the hard. If you go for that height, you can get a clean lane. And this is what all these riders are trying to do. They're trying to get the cleanest wind as possible. So not people above them. Cleanest wind means you have like fresh wind, if you know what I mean. So there's not people above. If there's people above you, they are shielding the wind. They are using the wind before you. So you're going to get some dirty wind kind of thing. But okay, I've just got yeah, we're doing our best at the minute. Doing our best. Yeah, curve like they are cranking there. It's mega windy. This is like, it's pretty sick. Like, okay. Let me just super. I mean, there's definitely. I mean, it might have even picked up a bit. This is super cool to watch out on the water. You can see all these tight little on the right last, and this just here, all these tight super battles. If you can get the height, if you can get the speed, you know. See here, okay, but this is what I mean here. This British girl could be getting. Is she getting the more speed? Is she getting the more height here? And this Israeli girl back down to the. Oh, give me one sec. Let's just sit back and watch this IQ foil racing. This is beautiful. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers. Perfect. Thank you very much. Awesome. Wicked. No, all good. Right. You heard it. That's one of the dudes. Maybe you heard that. Maybe you didn't. But having a few technical issues at the minute, just because it's a bit jumpy at the minute. But we're trying our best, and we're getting some sick shots nonetheless. I mean, look at this. This is fruity shots. But we can see it's actually, is there a little bit of gusty out there? We can see the slightly darker spots, the slightly lighter spots, and it's looking lovely. But this could be I think this is the front group. Top 3 maybe. Going up, this is the first fleet actually. This is the top group. The first 3, I can't quite make out who it is, but first has got a bit of a healthy lead on him. And the top left of our screen, we have this yellow boy. This is their second up win. So in overall, this is their penultimate boy they have to cross before they finish. But we can see they are definitely on this ley line. The person down below, actually, to the left, could have this ley line absolutely spot on. Proper sweep, but this person out in front has got a healthy lead at the minute. Definitely has got a healthy lead. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Okay, yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, maybe, I'm not sure if you know that, but like, we're trying. I mean, we're getting, if it was a smooth out, we're getting some sick ass shots here. No, sorry, some really good shots, some sick shots here. But it's just a bit jumpy. But I mean, we're getting the gist of it. We're getting the steez, we're getting the absolute cranking, we're getting the cruising of the of this first race in the IQ4 European Championships. Could this person be actually crossing the leaders on port here? Okay, this is definitely the top group. She's put in attack, but these two people facing towards us, this is going to be extremely close, I think. They're going to make this ley line extremely close. Oh, who is going to cross? Oh, it's very fruity at the top here, but we're having, oh, okay, it could be, oh, British has taken the lead. What's the number? Oh, it could be Emma Wilson taking the lead. I think that could be Hella Oppadale in second place. In third, Marta Marchetti, I think. But in fourth, I couldn't quite see, but I'm trying. Oh, okay. And we have the Chinese just making that mark. Absolutely fruity, spot-on ley line right there. Just making it. But and then punching out into those two group at top. Okay, we haven't. I can't quite see couldn't quite see, but okay, China again doing the same thing as a teammate did. No! Not quite. Oh, that's so close. But a lot of them now. This top group coming down onto this second to last, the penultimate buoy here. These ley lines are super important. We can see this. Good grief. Who could this the Chinese girl here? I can't quite see. But yeah, you can see how important these ley lines really are. If you can make this is 667. That could be Jenny Roberts. Again, she has made the ley line by the absolute hair, you know, like only just. It comes to absolute meters in the end, you know. It really does, especially with this location. Actually, there's coming through this through the water here. There's a lot of current, mucho current, a lot of current, which means your ley lines have to be you have to be really in the know with everything. Because if you think about it, right? Think about the current is basically like just moving water, okay? It's moving water. If the water is moving the direction you're going, you're gonna go faster, aren't you? Like you got the extra bit of push. If it's going against you, you're gonna go slower. And then you add it up, and then you add it to the upwind, downwind side of things. So if we're looking at here, the current is going right. Okay. Second mark, it was Emma Wilson in first place. Second place, it was Hella Oppadell. We saw Emma Wilson has taken the lead. Third, our 2022 world champion Marta Marchetti from Italy, and then fourth, Tamar Steinberg. She's actually very young. She did insane on her youth, and now again we can see she's doing insane with the senior girls. Fifth is Pilar La Madrid, who won the first international games in Lanzarote. She's doing sick, and then in sixth it was Marion Coutier. I think she's quite young as well, from France. Yeah, no, but they're all doing extremely well. But yeah, back to the current stuff. So if you think about it, if you're going upwind, wait, let's wait until we get a shot of the sea, and then then it's easier to understand and like lay out, if you know what I mean. But yeah, still, I'm not. This could be. Is this the downwind of this first group? 714. That is Emily Hall. She is in group blue. So I'm pretty sure this is the second group. Now they're going. This is their upwind mark. Japan, just not quite making that. Making this buoy here, but now putting into the tack and coming round it. It's like they're coming. I can't quite tell if this is the downwind or the reach mark. I mean, I'm fairly sure this will be the downwind. This will be the downwind. But yeah, okay. Here we are. We have a bit of water. If the current is going left to right, okay. Okay, maybe not. But anyway, okay, this is the finish. They're coming into this first group are coming into the finish right now. All it looks in the front, we can see on the right, is that Emma Wilson. Has she held the lead? And just behind her, though, literally just behind her, I think that's Hella Oppadell in second place. Absolutely storming this race, doing extremely well. And then just above her, we have an Israeli. I'm not too sure because I can't quite make out the numbers. Can we move right a bit? Can we move the? Oh, let me tell them. Can we move the camera a little bit right so we can see the finish? Okay, let's see if that's helped. Yeah, this is this first group completing their first race of the IQ4 European Championships here in Greece, in Patras, this beautiful place. I mean, on the screen it looks slightly misty, slightly not the nicest, but it is actually very nice. It's not as it's a bit brighter in real life actually, but no, it is pretty lovely. Can we? I mean, who? Okay, it looks like Hella has definitely finished. Could that be Marta Marchetti just behind her? But we saw at that upwind mark, ready for that downwind and into that finish, it was Emma Wilson in first place. But anything can happen, you know. Anything can really happen. And then it was Hella in second place. But again, actually even she might have even copped the third. She might have even done a sick ass, a good decision. Maybe even cop the third. No, cop the second or cop the first even. You never know with this. Things can change very quickly. When next one's starting, a lot of them finishing now. I can slightly make out the flags, but you can see just as much as I can at the minute. But you see here why are all these power boats here? I hear you ask. These are all the coaches, all the helpers, all the nice people helping all these riders, because all these riders in between races, obviously are mega tired, you know, absolute blitzed it for 20 minutes or so, their target time for the race, blitzed it, they've used all their energy, so they do want a little bit of a break, you know. And if they're lucky enough, if they're in a team, if they have the resources, they do have a coach or a powerboat or something that, or like someone that can help them. So you can see the surfers, the foilers are going onto their boats now, getting a little, probably fueling up, maybe I mean, probably not a cup of tea and a piece of cake, but maybe some water, some electrolytes, some salt and orange juice drink, or maybe even some instead of cake, probably maybe some flapjacks, or like some. I've seen those energy gels as well. Actually, a lot of people are using those energy gels. Apparently, they make you go very loopy. Well, like loopy in a good way, like energy and all that. But okay, Mark II for this. This is the second. The Group 2, no, Group Blue. In first place it was Helene Noes-Moen, our last year's European Championships. In second it was Sarah Winnekaz, actually. She's doing really well right now. And Lillian de Gus from the Netherlands, Kati Spichakov. Fourth, Lola Sorin in fifth place at this Mark II. This is not the end result, remember. And Linda Operani from Italy in the second group at their Mark II, so it's still very much all to play for on this race. Still very much all to play for. Streaming is so hard. Look, yeah. No, yeah, I'm looking at all the comments, so I can see all the comments at the minute. Yeah, I do understand it's very low frame rate, unfortunately, at the minute. We are trying our best. Well, I mean, we're still getting some pretty awesome shots. So we're just getting some pretty awesome shots out on the water. Just not the smoothest. But I mean, we will hopefully have this sorted extremely soon, so we can get some even better action actually. But yeah, if you do have any questions, put it into the comments. I am looking at the comments at the minute. So yeah, keep it watching. Okay, on our screen, I'm sure this will be the blue group. Oh, could this be the last reach to the finish? Oh, go on. Oh, okay. Oh no, is this the last? Oh, it is indeed. Oh, good grief. Oh my. Wow, that really caught me off guard there. An absolute, complete mega drag race to the finish. But it looks as if the British girl copped the win there. Wow, that top three was insane. That whole it all changed actually. But I'm not too sure where on this course it was. Blue group, the blue flag. Could that be at the front? I wasn't too sure, but that was whoa. Even with this low frame rate, we can still see some mega action there. That was pretty awesome right there. That little drag race to the finish. This last reach actually is pretty cool because things like that can happen. You see that. Not too sure if it was top three. It might have been. But that was a mega drag race for the finish, because especially in this kind of wind, you know, because it is a bit fruity to go in both straps and fully crank on, especially in like what, how I'm looking out and it's mega windy at the minute. Probably, I mean, maybe even 25 knots. You know, it's really fruity out there. So that last reach is extremely crucial. It just depends how brave you are, how much you can push without absolutely exploding. In the past, I mean, this class does know about exploding on the last reach. In Lanzarote, I'm not sure if you've seen. If you haven't seen, you got to go on the IQ4 Instagram and you got to have a look. It's the first video. It was the medal race, the winning race for the men, and it was an absolute drag race to the finish. Paolo Tarnowski and Sam Seals, they were going, and they both had a mega explosion. Both crashed. Luckily, they were both all right, but it was pretty drama. It was pretty drama. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome. These courses that they're doing is extremely cool. The target time, I think, is about 20 minutes. So it's quite long. Well, it's not mega long, but it's perfect for having all types of the race, having a lot of strategy, lot of tactics, all this, but also all about the speed. You know, all about the VMG. How high can you go while keeping the max speed? You know, upwind probably the 18, 17, 18 knots. They're really cranking up wind. Downwind, reaching, they're probably pushing high 20s, you know, pushing high 20s, mid to high 20s. I mean, if they're fully going all out, they're hitting 30 on their reaches. They are mega, especially in these conditions. It's proper windy. It just depends how far, how hard you can push. On a screen we're following one of the French girls who just finished her race. Lila Bondois. Yeah, now they'll be, as I'm pretty sure they've both finished their races now. Oh, can you talk about the share commentary? Oh. Please try Greek audio video stream at one tab, muted to get the picture. Right, okay. That's rather annoying. Yeah, the Greek audio one's good. I mean, we're trying with this one. When this one's sorted, this will 100% be the one to go for. Because you're getting some good pictures, just really need this frame rate to be sorted out. This is the this needs to be sorted out for sure. Yeah, both fleets for the girls, for the women. Completed their first race, I think. Of this 2023 IQ4 European Championships here in Greece. In the first race, it looked as if, well, in one of the groups, I think in the in the yellow group. In the yellow group, it did look like Emma Wilson took the dub, took the win, took the W. Second, it did look like Hella Oppadell taking the second. I'm not too sure about the blue group. Couldn't quite see, but did have some mega action there. Completed. They're just taking their rest now, waiting for their second race of the day. Each fleet waiting for their second race. Taking a little rest, refuel, rehydrate, but also they're going to get off the boat and still check what the conditions like out on the water. They need to check which side is the best way to go. They need to check what the line is doing, if there is a bias on the line, which way to go off the line, because we saw actually in these two races there was a very big amount of very large amount of amount of the girls going off on the port start, really hitting that right side of the course. So was that right side the correct way to go? You know, not had a crash. Ooh, yeah, but yeah, taking a little rest now. We'll get ready for this the second race of the day. There we go. Back out onto the course. Oh, 592. That could have been Isla Watson. 592. Yes, of course. I'm getting good at this now. But yeah, that orange flag you can see on the boat. That orange flag is up. Also means you can see that pink flag. It means that they are in sequence now. Actually, they are in sequence. So the first fleet will be in sequence now. Well, sequence. What does this mean? They will mean they're like it's the countdown ready for this, ready for their race. You know. So it's like they do get a countdown. So they know when their start is 3, 2, 1 on this line. What they have to do, they can be anywhere around the start. So imagine a long start line, right? They can be anywhere in front of the start, behind the start, to the side of the start. It's only in that last minute that they cannot be in front of that start. If they are in front of that start, we can see a black flag on the boat at the minute. What does this mean? The black flag means that if there's anyone over the start line in that last minute, they're completely disqualified. They're binned. Where can I track live results? Yeah. Where can I track live results? I see that. On the there's no like live mega results. But if we go on to the iQfoil class website. If you click on the, it's right. It's like the first thing that comes up. All the information about the European Championships, all info European Championships. Press all info. Then we move down a bit and we can see the results. And if you click on the results, then you'll be able to see. I don't think they'll be updated straight away because obviously, things could happen. You know, like protests could happen, which changes the results, and also we don't actually have tracking here. So what that means, that all the people on the finished boat will be marking down the results. They'll be writing that down and they'll be sending that off. But we are into this last minute for the second race here on course area B for the women. The women's fleet coming up. Pretty sure this will be the yellow group. The yellow group starting. They're all foiling now. This means we're very close to this second start of the European Championships here on the first day. Second race for them. And it's coming up. It's coming up. You see a big group going off on port, actually. Why could this be? Could there be more wind on the left? No, more wind on the right? Or could there be... Oh, okay, and there we are. They are off, pumping. Okay, big group coming out on the starboard side, though. Oh, let's hope there's no big crashes, but you never know. Remember, the people going off to the right of our screens, that we can see, they have right of way. Oh, very close, okay. Oh, but there's a big majority going, a lot of people now going off onto this, on port, you know, with their left, remember, left-hand forward kind of thing, that's their port side. They're going off onto this right side. Not 100% why at the minute. I mean, maybe Again, we can see a lot of them spaced out actually. So we need to really think who's getting this ley line best. Could it be the person at the top of the screen, middle of the screen, or the bottom of our screen, you know? Who could it be? But yeah, okay, there we see someone, an Italian girl, she was stopped actually because she was on port. So she knew she couldn't cross the people on starboard. That's the rule, you know. You gotta keep way for the people on starboard going up onto the right. Okay, and then here we are, the blue fleet. Start is off. Start is off for the blue fleet. Again, we can see a lot of. I think the majority now are actually going off onto the port side. I wonder why that is. I think later I'm going to ask why all the people are on. Yeah. Oh, okay. We can see actually a lot of them have actually underlaid this mark. So a lot of them are having to put in another tack. Oh, I can't see. That's not great quality, is it, unfortunately. First place coming round in this yellow fleet. Who could it be? Oh, I couldn't make out the number, but it was an Israeli. One of the Israeli girls coming, and then second and third, sticking very close actually. In first place, it was Israel 3, and then Hispania 12, and then actually the New Zealand girl, and then it was actually Isla Watson, and then Italy won, and Norway 39. That was Hello Oppatel, who actually came in second the other day, you know. All coming through this top mark now. This is their first mark for the blue group. The blue group, their second race. The blue group for the girls is their top upwind mark. First upwind mark. But yeah, okay, a lot of them going off onto this top reach now. Emma Wilson, she's taking the bottom line. She's really going for the speed down onto this on this reach. You can either go high or you can either go low on this reach actually. If you go low, you're going to really be cranking by the speed, but you also have to think about the people above you. They're going to be shielding the wind. But if you have the speed, if you can go low, you have the chance to overtake people. But that was Emma Wilson. She can speed down on this reach. Here's this top reach. A lot of them spacing out now, actually. A lot of them spacing out. Yeah, we see down the bottom, actually. We see there. Could be Emma Wilson, who took the bottom line, you know. A lot of them going off. This reach. Oh, yes. Okay. We can see on the left side screen, that is Emma Wilson in front. Israel. I couldn't quite see. It could be Shahar Tibi. Maybe. I can't make out the number there, unfortunately. Okay, they're finishing their reach. Hit on the right. Are we gonna have the boy? Yeah, here we are. Okay, this is their second mark. Here we will see the absolute leaders. Okay, Israel 3. That is Shahar Tibi in first place. In second, we have the New Zealand Veal Tanhave. And then we had Pilar La Madrid, Emma Wilson there. We have one of the Chinese girls. We had Hella Opdell there, who did well in the last race. Now all crossing down. But it's all very close, actually. It is all very close. We had one of the girls from USA, 7... Maybe a different number. Didn't quite know that one. But yeah, a lot of them coming through now. Second group coming up now. Second group coming up now. Here we are. This is the blue group. The blue group of the girls who started second. This is the group who started second. They're coming up onto their upwind. But look at this. A lot of them have actually underlaid this mark. This means they're gonna have to tack twice. They're gonna lose quite a bit of time doing this. Each deck. Oh. Okay, Mark 2. It was Kati Spichakov actually in first place. It was Israel 32, and then it might be. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, there we are. That's a lot of them having to tack twice because a lot of them have underlaid. Unfortunately, this is how tactical this all is. If you make this ley line and you can make it in one tack, you'll be very far ahead because each tack does take a lot. Depending on how good your tack is, it's still going to take some time. In first place, rounding this top mark, Israel 351. 1. That's Shahar Rehev. A lot of them coming through now. GBR 529. That's Isla Watson in second. Netherlands 33. That's Sarah Wanakaz in third place. And then España. España. 132. Okay, a lot of them coming through now. And then we are seeing some of the Chinese at the top, who came all the way. It's extremely well. But this second group, remember, they are doing the inner course. So they, at this mark, they are going straight downwind. They're going straight downwind from here. We did see a little crash there. Not too sure who that was, getting maybe stuck on that buoy. But here, all making this top mark now. Israel 44. She was unfortunately the one who hit the water, hit the deck. Linoy Jeva, unfortunately. But we can see how important this is. Really need to do a mega mark around it. If you push a bit too hard though, you know, you can have the bravery, but you really need to make the correct, you need to do it well, you know, do it well. Oh, okay, and Japan coming through here now. But okay, this second group going down on their second leg downwind. First group, they're doing the outer loop, which means their second upwind is on the outer loop after the reach. The first group did the outer loop, which means they do their second upwind after the reach. First group do it before the reach. First group after the reach. Second group before the reach. But I think this one could be the who we're looking at now is this first the first group. I think this could be the yellow group, because I think they did their reach, they went downwind, and now they're back up on their upwind. This is their last upwind of the race 2 here on the first day. Can't quite make out who that is, unfortunately, but she looks like she does have a healthy lead at the minute. Well, not that healthy, actually. My bad. This is all very close. Could this be the top 3? I'm not 100% sure. The girl to our right, she's taking the low line, maybe going for the speed. These top 2 here, could these be the first and second in this yellow group? Who knows? But it's very close here. There's not much shielding them here. But okay, Israel putting in this first tag. Israel, that's a 3, but I'm not too sure who Israel 3 is. Yeah, no, that is Shahar Tibi in first place. It is. She's kept her lead, actually. Israel 3. That is, she has kept her first place. At the minute, anyway. At the minute, she's going up onto this second upwind. Nice bit of water there. Can you see some others? Okay, lovely. All tacking. Oh, okay. A lot tacking onto this ley line. Well, we saw in the second group, in the blue group, for their upwind, a lot of them did underlay actually, which means they didn't go far enough to make the upwind buoy, so they did all have to put in an extra tack, which cost them time. Will this group make maybe the same mistake? But it looks, we can see off in the distance there, it's they look like they are all on that ley line. Actually, they look like they're going cruising. They're cruising towards that ley line. They're looking like they're in a good position at the minute. Is this the mic trying to? Because if it is, it looks like whoever that is, they've underlaid it, unfortunately. It's very tricky conditions out here. Yeah, she has underlaid it, unfortunately. Could this be Shahar Tibi from Israel? Israel 3. She was leading this first group at the minute. Could she be leading again? Who knows? Could it be her? Could it be one of her teammates from Israel? But I think this is their penultimate buoy. Oh, okay, New Zealand 1 has taken the lead. Veal van Tanhave and, okay, Shahar Tibi in second place. Oh, Veal has taken the lead. And third place? Couldn't quite see the number, unfortunately. Okay, there we are. Yeah, that's Emma Wilson. Emma Wilson, then followed by Chinese, and then Could that be Palma Cargo? Could be from Croatia. From Croatia. Oh, I think that was actually. So there, top 4 has crossed. Now, all okay. Maybe that was Hella Opdal, followed by 2 of the I think that was Tamar Steinberg actually. 2 of the Israeli girls crossing this, their penultimate buoy, all coming around this upwind mark now. A lot of, oh, okay, we can see, oh, someone's not quite made it and having to put in this extra tack, unfortunately. Hopefully there's no crashes here. Lovely, lovely. Putting in this extra tack here. Yeah, it's been very, very hard at the minute. But a lot of them have made this ley line, luckily. Oh, no. Someone's not quite made it. Oh, it's hard work. It is hard work, you know. It's meters, you know. It really is meters. It's so close, all of this, that they really have to make the best decisions possible. Oh no. Oh, yeah, American girl hasn't quite made it again, unfortunately. Oh, very close here. Very close. Jenny Roberts crossing. Pretty sure this is the yellow group. Can you see their ribbons on the top of the yeah, it is the yellow group. So that was their penultimate buoy coming across. Oh, we can see how hard it really is making this upwind buoy. It's been really tough for some of the riders here. It really is meters. Really is meters here, you know, like. Maybe this is a good time for the current. There's a lot of factors that could be playing here. Why these riders aren't quite. Why a lot of the riders aren't making this upwind mark. It's been so close. It looked, because we had a drone shot earlier, and it looked like they were all on the that ley line really well. But something was pushing them down. Something made them not quite be able to make it. I think it could be the current, you know. The current is very, very strong here. So the current could be pushing them down. Meaning that what they could have started as a perfect ley line, after a minute or so, it could mean that they're really, sorry, I was reading one of the comments. Yeah, so what starts at could be a really good ley line. After a minute or so, they could have been pushed down lots by the current, meaning that they effectively not going as upwind as they thought they were, meaning that they can not make that mark sometimes, you know. They can not make it, which I think has happened here a few times. We've looking fruity, okay, and they are off, and they're certainly off now. We can see another big, okay, we see some cheeky crosses there actually. I think there was some cheeky crosses, making the girls on the women on starboard hold up a bit, which means there might be a few protests. But I'd say, yeah, there's definitely over half going off onto this port side. It's very interesting racing at the minute actually, because as I've previously said, a lot of the races usually go off on starboard. Okay, here we have Emma Wilson. I can see her number. That's definitely Emma Wilson putting in the pumps, putting in the even in the strong wind, she's still pumping. I think the whole fleet will be pumping, really trying to gain that height. With pumping, you can gain speed, you can gain a bit of extra height, you can gain better BMG. Seems like that's what he's commentating. I'm trying. A great view. At the minute, we're watching the yellow group. The yellow group, this is their third race of the day. A lot of them going off onto this port side. A few have pushed out into the lead there. We can see those two in the middle. It looks as if they are a bit higher upwind. We can really look at this wind coming down. We have some streaks. Does that mean that it's a little bit gusty? It could mean that there's a bit gusty, but we see off onto the left top of our screens. It looks like there's a bit more wind, but a lot of them now tacking off. Oh, whoa, no, actually the first tacker, second tacker now putting in attack, trying to get on this perfect ley line up to this upwind mark. Ooh. We saw in the previous races, a few of them didn't quite make it. Had to put in their extra tack. Will they have learnt from this? Will they have gone a bit further? Will they have gone a bit safer? A bit safer to get up onto this upwind mark. We'll see. Some of the top players in this group, we did see Emma Wilson doing extremely well. She has done very, very well in previous competitions as well. In the Europeans last year, 2022 edition, she did come second. She came second in that competition. Could she get another second? Could she even win this competition? So far in the previous two races, she's been doing extremely well, very, very well into the first two races of the competition here in Greece. Just got some info. All these port women who went off on port on this start. It looks as if they are all on that on this ley line. But we could remember on the previous races, they looked like they were on that ley line, but they didn't quite make it. But I think they will make it this time. Maybe they have gone safer. But I think the people off on port are very out in front actually. They could be very far in front. Something about this going off onto this right side. Something about going off onto this right side really is paying at the minute. Not too sure. Maybe I think it could be the current pushing them up onto this upwind mark. In first place, it's looking like it is Emma Wilson, our vice champion, our vice European Championship champion of last year. She's like leading by a fair bit actually. Second is looking like Pilar, who won the first international games. But this is probably the top group actually, the top group who went off on the course on port, coming into this upwind mark. Oh, looking like, yeah, they have all made it, all made this mark. Oh, it's got a bit black. Can I see something? Peru looking like she is in third place. Maria Belen could be in third place, but then a lot of them coming through now. Hella Oppadale is in that group, along with Lena Erdel. She's in that very, very near the top as well. Also, Andrea Torres, she is near the top as well. Not quite sure what we're looking at. Oh, okay, this is the top mark of the of this first group going across. This is the upwind boys. So they're crossing this upwind mark and they're going off onto their reach. Super speedy, super speedy. But down the bottom, I mean, it's a bit shaky. But down the bottom, we've also seen the second group. The blue group have been have set off. They've done their race. No, they've started. They started their third race as well. I think the plan for today. I was in the skippers meeting this morning, seeing what was going on, and their plan was 4 races. They've got a maximum of 5 races in the sailing instructions. In the big group of all the big book of all the rules and stuff. Maximum of 5 races. I think the goal is just 4 races today, but we'll see. I mean, as the conditions are so good, you never know. They might be wanting to do a little bit more, even a little bit more. Yeah, this view here, it is quite. There is a fair bit of waves out there, fair bit of swell. You know, it's not all easy. It's really not all easy at all. Big ship in the background. Okay, finish. I'm not too sure which race it is, but this that might be the one before. Not too sure, but a lot. Oh, good grief! Look at that, coming in 5th. She's very young actually. She's the youth European Championship of last year, along with Tamar Steinberg. She's very She's quite young as well. Both at least definitely under. Oh, okay. Sean Cantor as well. I'm pretty sure he's under 21 as well. Yeah. Okay. I'm not too sure what I'm seeing now. Oh. Here in Greece, like 4 European Championships. Can we see something? Get on the radio. Okay, I think some technical difficulties here. What's come on, let's get some. Okay, I think a drone is just coming back or going up. Not too sure. Okay, getting some results through now. Helene Noesmoen in first place at some point on the course. Netherlands 3 as well. Netherlands 3. Lillian de Goose putting in a sick stint there. France 31. Lola Soren, she's doing very well at the minute. And also Isla Watson, GBR 529. All at the top, along with Sarah Wenekaz from Netherlands 33. Okay, and we're back. I can't make out the numbers. I'm trying. I really am trying. Coming through now, but this will be their reaching mark. This will be the blue group. The second group have gone, so they've already done that upwind, and they're coming down to the left. When they come to the left, this is their reaching. They're going mega speed. What am I looking at here? Not too sure. Okay, yeah, mega. But this reaching is very hard work for sure, because we can see how big it is. We can see this. Okay, bottom mark. This is round to the upwind. Oh, come on, I don't know. Okay. This will be the Emma Wilson cranking up wind. Speedy Gonzalez, GBR7. That's Emma Wilson. She did come second in our 2022 European Championships here at the IQ Foil. And she has started off the 2023 version in doing amazing as well. I mean, the previous two races she did extremely well. Can't confirm because I didn't quite see the finish, but definitely in that top group. Emma now putting in the tack. Super lovely tack. Lovely, yeah. Smooth, completely smooth. Mega safe. It looks like she's got a healthy lead actually here. Mega healthy lead. Fair few meters on this. I think what will be going through her head, just stay safe. Make the correct decisions. Don't crash. But you know how easy it is to crash in these conditions, you know? See how windy it is. It's quite gusty as well. We've got a lot of current here. We've got a lot of waves, a lot of swell. So if you catch the wingtips out of the water, it can make the foil feel all funny. You can lose control of it. So she's just going to be cruising, working really hard to keep that lead. But the second and third place we have here. Second and third, we have Israel and could that be Marta Marghetti, the bottom Italian? Is that, oh. But it's a proper battle for second and third. I can't quite see who it is, but the Italian below has taken that the bottom line, so that could that be the way to go? She's putting in the pumps, trying to make a better VMG overall, but it looks like the Israeli has rolled her on the top. But yeah, it could be because the woman before, she was having to pinch. She couldn't quite get the best VMG because maybe she's underlaid it a little bit. And putting in the extra pumps as well. They're really trying to make this mark. Have they underlaid it? They may have underlaid it. Oh no, they have. The Italian below has not going to quite make it. Ooh, extremely close. And she has made it actually. Who could that be? Could be Sharon Cantor, Tamar Steinberg, Shahar Tibi. Could be any of those. But they're all putting bit of fruitiness going on here. But really seeing how hard it is making these ley lines. They're super close. But the top group now rounding this their penultimate mark. I'm pretty sure. Just finishing that upwind, going down to this downwind, cranking down. Fair few coming through here. Finish. Yeah, coming through. Down. Oh, because she... Oh, it looks like she's got the speed, actually. Maybe rolling the British down below of her. But remember, it's the covering, it's the positioning. There's so much positioning in this. Because you have to think, I want the clean wind, but I also want the best VMG, you know? Which do I go for? I think positioning might be number one, you know? Positioning number one to get that VMG. Because if you can have VMG, but if you're covered... And if you're not in the best positioning, it's not the people you can get overtaken. You know, it's pretty strong racing. But you can see this is the top group, top 6. Number 1 has got a very healthy lead. Before we saw it was Emma Wilson, and second, I'm not too sure, to the left of our screen. That could be Veal from New Zealand. Putting in their jibes now. Again, they've got to think about this ley lines. It's been really hard actually out on the water with the ley lines at the minute today. We've seen a lot underlaying, not quite making the mark, having to put in the extra tack, but a lot of them now coming into this bottom mark, ready to go to the finish. And it's a long reach actually. We can really see how long this last reach is actually. Who could be at the top of this group, you know? Who could be it? Emma Wilson. She looked like she had a very healthy lead. And the bottom of the screen we have the girl from Peru, Maria Belen. Oh, big big battle here for this third place. Oh, could that be Hella Oppadale taking that third place at the minute? Maybe Pilar La Madrid. Could be all of them. All very, very sketchy jibe there. Verl from New Zealand crossing this bottom mark now. Onto their last reach. It's a very long reach, this, actually. It really is. They're going to be pushing as hard as possible on this reach. But, I mean, that's a good few hundred meters, isn't it? That's very, very long. But, you know, the speed, they're probably pushing very high 20s, maybe even 30 knots down on this bottom reach. It's mega wind. Yeah, look at this. Hugely, hugely windy. Big wind here. Big swell, actually, as well. 20 knots easy. 20 knots easy here. Let's see who's... Can we go back to that shot? Oh, yes. Nope. Waiting at the finish line here. Oh, okay. It looks as if that was Emma Wilson securing the dub, getting the win on the third race of the day in her group. Oh, she's got a healthy lead though here. Very healthy lead. In the background, got that bridge. You see, double suspensions. Proper nice bridge that. Proper bit of engineering, but it's also the IQ forward is a bit of engineering. How are they flying on the water? It's awesome. Okay, second place. Oh, I can't see. I'm super sorry. I'm seeing what you're seeing. Trying my best. That could have been. Might have been Shahar Tibi. Could have been Tamar Stein, but in third place. Oh, Croatia. That will be Palmer Cargo for sure, and Hella Oppadale. No. Oh, okay. That was a. You can read. Oh. Page. Unfortunately not. I mean, that would be great, wouldn't it? That would be really optimal, but unfortunately not quite at the minute. I mean, we can see hopefully on the live stream we'll be able to see at this bottom mark what the finishes are. We can see from there, but we also have to think about the in case there's any protests. You know, it's can change all the results. But yeah, no, it would be good. Unfortunately, not at the minute. We can't get the ranks earlier, but getting them as quick as possible. As quick as possible. Back. Both groups coming to the finish now. We can see on the just in distance there with that finished boat, and a lot of the riders in that blue group finishing their races. Not too sure positioning, but good racing. Mega windy out there now. Just got a little reading from out on the course. Consistent 25 knots. What does 25 knots feel like? Oh, if you go outside and it's like, and you think, oh yeah, that's windy. It's like, oh, bit blowy now, isn't it? Like mega blowy. That's 25 knots. It is very, very windy out here now. Women are on. We're concentrating on the women at the minute. The women's course. They're on 8 meter squared size sails. Big boards. Around 2. Foils as well. That's how they're flying above the water. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Yeah, consistent 25 knots out there, so they're really going to be cranking. The reaches could be overpowered. They're going to be knuckling down, trying to control the thing, control the equipment. Because the best is kind of working with the equipment rather than wrestling the equipment. But the windier that it gets, the harder it gets to control everything. There we are. Little drone going across the screen. Little drone going across. A lot of the riders, a lot of the foilers now getting ready for their next race. Been good so far, actually. Got a fair few races done. Pretty sure they got 3 done now. All the countries. It's pretty cool with the Ikeport, don't they? Because they all have their countries. They're all big flags above their sails, which is really cool to see. See all the countries that are here. We can see Japan right there in front of us. Israel, USA, British, Chinese. A lot of people. Not just, I mean, it's the European Championships, but because this is such a high level event, very important event. All the best riders in the world are here. All the countries from a lot of countries outside of Europe also come to here. It's a race to gain knowledge, to gain experience against all the best riders in the world. It's almost World Championships now, almost. Pink flag is up. That means they're in sequence. They got their countdown going for this race for the girls now. Black flag up. Not long before the start now. Not long at all. Could this be the last race of the day? I don't think so. I mean, it's such awesome conditions out there. You never know. Might be doing a few more. Max amount of races today they can do is 5. It's course racing at the minute because of the wind. I mean, when it gets really light, the plan is for slalom. In slalom, they can. It's done in light winds just because not many taxis in the slalom. Well, no taxis in the slalom, so they can. It's easiest to say foiling, basically. You can see a lot of people now going off onto this port end again. It's looking like definitely the right side is paying. Because when they go to this end, you see at the other end, it means they go off onto the right side of the course straight away. And it's looking like in each of the races the leaders have gone onto that right side. So maybe everyone's thinking, oh, okay, the right side is the way to go. The right side is the right side. If you get what I mean. Coming out on top. So yeah, a lot of people. Let's see how many people go off on starboard this side. This time, this race. Because in the previous races there was still a fair few going off on starboard. Remember, on starboard you do have right of way. So the people that we are looking at down the bottom, any people coming off onto the going in like towards them, the group down the bottom, they have to keep clear. But they're all getting ready, all getting foiling, all building up the speed and coming into this start. Let's see. Hopefully no one will be over. But yeah, we see the USA, the American and the Finnish coming off on starboard. They're going to have to... Okay, and off we pop. Off we go. We have one of the Norwegians, can't quite make out the number. Maybe one of the Optels or Maya. Oh, come on, let's see the start. Let's see the start. Come on. Oh, no. Okay, there we are. See, on the right side is Emma Wilson putting in the pumps. All really putting in the pumps. Trying to push out. Trying to get that clean wind straight off on the start. Even in this mega wind, I mean, it's 25 knots out there. Something would not even dream of pumping in 25 knots. But they are still pumping in these big conditions. They're fully powered up, obviously, but with these pumps they can push, they can get a bit more speed, maybe a bit more height, bit better BMG to push out over all the other people, all the other racers, all their opponents, so they can try and get cleaner wind and get in front of them overall. Oh, what's going on here? Here we are, the other group waiting for their start, and the flag is straight up, straight away. See the other. Second group of women now getting ready for their start. Their class flag is up. You see that white one on the boat? It's quite hard to see, but that means they got their countdown. They're getting ready for their start. Black flags up. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, there we are. Again, you can see the majority of people going off onto that port end. But here we are, the other group, who are already in their race. Got the bridge in the background. They're racing just under the bridge here. Super nice scenery, isn't it? All tacking onto this ley line. Hopefully they make it. I think what will be going on in their heads is they want to make it safe. They want to go a bit further than's needed, because in the previous races we saw some of them underlaying it a little bit, had to do double tack, meaning they lose time, they lose distance. But if people do that and you do make it perfect, you're away, you know, you've got a lot of ground on the people who didn't quite do it. Okay, getting ready for the start of the second group of the girls today, of the women. Look at that, only maybe 2 going off on starboard. Blue group, here we are, getting ready. Pretty much all of them going off on port. We have 2 this side going off on starboard. And they're gonna have right away though, aren't they? Maybe all the people on port will duck, and off we pop. Off we go, flags down, and off they go. Off in their 4th race. Okay, this is the yellow group going into their top mark. Blue group straight away back to blue group. Always putting in their pumps, trying to get the best starts possible. France 775 coming across the grid, coming across the screen here. Delphine Kuzan that was, and here we are back to the yellow group. Quick switcheroo. Looks like, oh, okay, back to the blue group again. In that yellow group, it was España 12, Pilar in first place, Germany 33. It looked like Lena Erdo in second, and in third it was Emma Wilson. But in 4th place. But here we are. We're looking at good shot here. We can see the top group, that blue group up at the top. No, yellow group up at the top, but the blue group have just started and is in the front of our screens at the minute. It's interesting. Pretty much all of the fleet was going out was starting on port and going onto that right side. I'm gonna have a little ask I'm gonna ask everyone what the reason was that before, but all the leaders were going off onto that right side, so it's definitely was They're working super hard on their upwind. You can think when they tack, oh, I've got it perfect. And then after a period of time, you just see, oh no, the current's pushing me. You can just see their heads working super hard, and then they get done like that. But that's racing, you know. You have to factor in every single variable. You have the wind, you have the gust, you have the shifts, you have the current now, you have the wave, the sea state. There's so much to think about, you know, so much. And yeah, there we are. Good bit of scenery. Our setup is somewhere along the beach there, I think. Somewhere along the beach. See some IQ foilers below us though. I think that could be the men coming in from the course below. Waiting at the finish line. We'll be waiting for this yellow group. Do you think Emma Wilson would have been able to keep the lead? She had a strong lead and she didn't underlay it. She made it, well, only just. Only dust, but she did make it. What's your bets? Put your money down. Who do you think is going to be winning this yellow group? Oh, I mean, my money would definitely be on Emma Wilson from Great Britain. She was doing incredibly well in this race. Had a strong lead, and maybe she's kept the lead. But you never know. Anything can happen with this sea state. It's quite lumpy. You can see in this. It's perfect to see here. It's quite lumpy. There is lumpy, windy. Can crash. Positioning. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, for the quick update for the blue fleet, Netherlands 33, I'm pretty sure that's Lillian de Goose in first place. Sarah Wanaka's actually in first place for the blue group. Little update. Comfortable lead. Sarah Wanaka's France 57 in second place. That's Helene Noes-Moen, our current European, well, the 2022 European champion. There's a few updates from the course. Okay, coming through the finish now. Coming through the finish. Oh, it looks like Emma Wilson did get caught up. That was that top group of 5 or 6. I couldn't see who got it, but that was very all close. 'Cause we did see before though, you know, like Emma Wilson did have a healthy lead, but she did get caught up. Anything can happen. All the way down to the finishing line, you know, down to the finishing line. He's coming across, Palmacado coming across from Croatia. Be interesting about that fourth group. No, that top group. Who got it in the end? There was a group, yeah, 5 or 6 of them. Was all extremely close. All extremely close. Coming through the finish now. 4th. This is their 4th race. I think this is the 4th and final race of today, I think, for them. Wait, 39, I think that might have been Hella or Patel. Maybe her sister too, though. Who knows? Let's see. Yellow group coming across. Yeah, I can't quite see that. Yeah, coming across. Even a woman from Hong Kong, all the way from Hong Kong. See, we have all from around the world here in Greece for chips. We're just watching the finish of the yellow fleet, finishing their 4th race. Cyprus 1 coming through the line now. Natasa Lapa from Cyprus. Yeah. I think the plan is, this is their 4th race. It could be having one more, maybe one more, as the conditions are so good at the minute. But Norway 29 coming across the screen, Tuva Oppadale. She was our 2022 Youth European Champion. So definitely living it up at the minute. Giving it a go with the seniors. See how she compares. And proper, she's been really up there. Really up there. '23 on a screen. Zhangting Huang. I think she had a good race as well. Zhangting Huang. Ooh, okay. In that race that we just saw, that top group, I'm pretty sure this is that top group of how it ended. Tamar Steinberg clutching the win in that. Clutching the dub, and her teammate Sharon Cantor, both from Israel, getting those top 2 spots, and Emma Wilson in the end getting 3rd place. Veal from New Zealand in 4th, 5th. Pilar Lamadrid from Spain, and in 6th, the German Lena Erdl. That finish there was, I think it definitely was a photo finish. These results aren't fully confirmed, but yeah, that was, especially when it was that close as well, it was super close. But good racing. Yeah, so these are the results for the 4th race for the Yellow Fleet out on the women's course today. The course closer to the bridge. Basically, we have 2 courses, one for the men, one for the women, as there's so many people here. 89 women overall and 114 men. So to get racing done quickly and smoothly, we're got 2 courses here. The finish of I assume the blue fleet coming towards this finish on this last reach. We can see off in the distance in the middle, kind of just to the right, that's the yellow mark, that's the last mark, and then towards the finish they do a big reach, big long reach, quite downwind reach actually. That's a fruity one, very fruity. Pushing it's going to be hard work, very hard work this reach. Gonna be cranking, really tensing into a ball, tensing all the muscles, trying to hold down the equipment, especially in this wind, 25 knots, and big finishes here. You can see, even over a 20-minute long race at the finish, there's some battles that end in just meters different, not even board lengths. Back to this screen.
Streaming.
Can you repeat? Sorry.
No more races for streaming. We're gonna close after a while.
Copy. Could you Not sure if you heard that. That is might have been finished for the day. There we are. So, what have we witnessed today? We've witnessed the first day of the European Championships here in Greece in Patras. It's been a really good day actually. We've had around constant 20 knots, 25 knots really. It's been super windy. It's been very hard conditions actually. We saw a fair few. We saw a lot of people underlaying that mark, I think, due to the current, due to the waves, due to the tough conditions. But we certainly had a few standouts there. Emma Wilson doing extremely well. She was at the front a lot of the time. We saw all the women's course today. Maybe tomorrow we might be concentrating on the men. Not too sure, but yeah, it's been a good day. It's been a good day. Will be 6 days of racing today. No, 6 days of racing this week. So we've got a lot going on. Make sure to tune in every day for sure. We're gonna try and make the live stream as best quality as possible to bring the steez, to bring the action, to bring all the awesome racing to you guys. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, and see you tomorrow for sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. See you around. See you around. Goodbye. Goodbye. See you soon. See you soon.